In this video, I'm going to do a review of WebinarStudio, a product by Ganesh Saha that's available on WarriorPlus. I'm going to take you guys inside the members area. We're going to talk about WebinarStudio, then we're going to go over the sales funnel, and lastly, I'm going to give you my personal opinion about WebinarStudio. So if you're ready, let's dive right in. Before we dive in, I've got a quick question for you guys. What is the definition of insanity? Well, the answer is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Yet, here you are, buying another WarriorPlus product, expecting a different result. Well, unfortunately, we all know how that story ends. Listen, if you want to build the foundation for your $100 per day solopreneur business, then I want you to follow these 3 simple steps. Step number 1, click on the link in the description below. Step number 2, enter your name, your best email address, and then click on the green Get Started Immediately button. And step number 3, watch the free Solopreneur Marketing Bootcamp. This free bootcamp will show you that building a sustainable and recurring income stream as a solopreneur is far more straightforward than you think. So, stop the insanity, stop chasing after shiny object products, and watch the free Solopreneur Marketing Bootcamp today. All right, guys, so what is WebinarStudio all about? Well, according to the sales page, time to say goodbye to Zoom, GoToWebinar, and other expensive software on the earth. Now, tap into the power of limitless video conference, meeting, and webinar hosting at an unbeatable low one-time cost. Of course it is. With done-for-you webinar content, live chat, real-time messaging, and file sharing, pre-recorded video streaming, and a lot more. All right, guys, we're going to go inside WebinarStudio, and I'm going to bring up some major concerns that you need to consider before you decide to purchase a software like this one. So let's go inside and I'll show you around. All right, guys, we are now inside the members area of my WebinarStudio account. As usual, I've purchased the front end version of this product to review for you guys so you can make the best purchasing decision for yourselves. Now, that being said, should you decide to purchase this product even after you've watched this review, please make sure you watch their training videos. And if you need any help at all, open up a support desk ticket and hopefully they'll get you squared away, and may the odds be ever in your favor. All right, guys, so there is no secret what this is. This is a one-time fee webinar hosting platform. One-time fee. So this, they're saying, say goodbye to Zoom. But by the way, you can have a free Zoom account if you want. Yeah, it's limited, but Zoom's been around. It's a legitimate company and they support their product. So does GoToWebinar and these other expensive software. So while we go into this software, the WebinarStudio software, I'm just going to show you a couple of things. I'm not going to go in depth on what this is because it's a webinar software. If you want to buy this product, then you have to go through and fiddle around on your own and figure out how to use it. They do have a help center with 4 help desk articles. There are videos in here, and so you can watch these. They're very short, and they'll show you some of the features of WebinarStudio. But let me just show you. Here's the menu here. Instant meetings. You can start a meeting, you can join a meeting, and you can see your meeting history. If you want to start a meeting, you just click on that. And from here, you can enter in a meeting code if you want, maximum number of participants. More on that later. You can keep the meeting live. You can do an audio conference, live class, podcast, video conferencing, and a webinar. So depending on what your needs are, then you're just going to select the one that you want. So let's just go with audio conference here. Create the meeting. Let's let this load. You can see right here, this is me. We can go click to get live. Now it's connecting and we are now live. You can see down here, there's a bunch of little options here. You can share a screen. You can start the recording, show a whiteboard, raise your hand. Here is the chat. So basically runs like any other webinar software. So there's nothing to it Now let's go ahead and let's leave the meeting. And then let's go, click to go back. And here we are back into our dashboard. This is the list of all the meetings that you have scheduled. Here are segments. So one thing is they did not talk about what this is. So I have no idea what segments are. However, I'm going to hypothesize, this is my video, my opinion, what this is. Basically segmenting your audience. That's the only thing that I can think of. When I think of segments, I think of segmenting your audience. Also, your contacts here, you can see all your contacts. Here I am as a contact in here. And then lastly, your to-do. So if you have a little to-do list, you can add that in here. They do have chat. So you can see where the live chats have happened. You can access those as well. So not much to WebinarStudio, but I do want to talk about a couple of things that I want you guys to consider before you purchase this software. Because I know a lot of you guys are looking at this and you're going, wow, I can get this for a one-time fee. One-time fee, nothing else. But I want you to think about these things. Number one, you got to ask yourself, for a one-time fee, do you truly believe in your heart of hearts that this software is going to be supported long term? The reason why I ask this is, if you're paying $17 one time, how is the product creator going to support this? Do you think he has a support team that he hires? Or do you think that he does this on his own? And what incentive does he have to support this product when you're not paying him a recurring fee? There's a reason why Zoom, GoToWebinar, and a bunch of other webinar platforms charge an annual fee, a monthly fee, and that's because they pay people to support the software with updates. The software has to be maintained. If you're paying only one time, who's going to support it? Where's the incentive, right, is what I'm trying to say. Second of all, who are you going to invite? This software right here, this software is launched on WarriorPlus. Who frequents WarriorPlus? What audience? People who are beginners, people who want to learn how to make money online, total newbies, people who do not have a list, people who do not have an audience, people like you. Who are you going to invite to your video conferences and your meetings and your webinars? Who? You don't have anybody. Why purchase a software like this and get sucked into a funnel that's going to cost you more money when you really don't need this at the particular point of your affiliate marketing journey or your online journey? When you're making money, truly making money and turning a profit, not generating revenue, but making a profit, that's when you can consider investing in real tools, guys. Real tools for a real business. So this, for beginners, very, very unnecessary at all. You don't need this. And lastly, I know a lot of you guys are thinking, but Ken, I'm going to just buy it and I'm going to stash it away for when I actually need to use this. So I'm going to tell you right now that I've been doing these reviews for a number of years, and there have been a bunch of webinar software that were launched on WarriorPlus, one-time fee software. So if you think you're going to miss out on this quote-unquote deal, I would advise you from someone who's purchased many products, wasted lots of money and time on WarriorPlus products. I want to tell you, there's going to be another one that comes around. You just wait, because this is a cycle. It's going to happen over and over again over the period of time that you are frequenting WarriorPlus. So if you think you're going to stash this away and use it later, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Focus on the basics of what you need to do to get your business up and running which is number 1, provide value. Number 2, produce content. Number 3, build a list. This kind of stuff right here, this to me is unnecessary expenditures on your part, envisioning yourself using this at a later date. It really is. Focus on the now. Focus on what you need to do to get your business up and running and keep it running. And if you're interested in that, if you're interested in getting the hard truth about how to start your solopreneur business, then I advise you to click on the link below and check out the Fast Track Solopreneur Bootcamp. This bootcamp is going to set your mind right about what it takes to build a real online business. So guys, now that you guys know what WebinarStudio is all about and the major concerns, the things that you must consider before you click that buy button, let's go ahead and talk about the sales funnel. All right, guys, the front end product, WebinarStudio, retails for $17. When you exit intent off the sales page, they're going to offer up a coupon code, which will drop the price down to $14. There are 7 upsells and 7 downsells. I'm not going to go through all of them. You can pause the video and check them out for yourselves. As usual, pricing and OTOs are subject to change. So let me give you my final thoughts on WebinarStudio. All right, guys, so what's my final opinion about WebinarStudio? Well, you guys already know what I'm going to say about this software. I would absolutely stay away from WebinarStudio. It is totally unnecessary. This is a shiny object. You do not need webinar software. You don't, not at this particular point in your journey. And if you did, if you already had a list and you were active and you had an audience, you wouldn't be paying a one-time fee for a software like this. You would be using Zoom, GoToWebinar, any of these other expensive softwares that these guys are saying that you don't need. So put your money back in your wallet, save it for Christmas because Christmas is coming around the corner. Do yourself a favor and just walk away. So I hope you guys found this video to be helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. This is Ken Furukawa from kenfurukawa.com, and I'll see you in my next video.